How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical, this is Pathfinder, and I've been looking around because I mentioned in the last couple of episodes that we don't have a point of order, we don't really have a mission. So the troll quest we completed really fast, and obviously I made a massive mistake, sort of because it wasn't really super pointed out by the game, but not trying to diss the game at the same sort of time. But I didn't build any buildings, so I went straight to the troll quest, which was the main quest at the time, completed it, smashed it, or cushed it. No main mission, what's up with that? The next mission is an Ancient Curse Part 2. As you can see, the next development is in 138 days. Basically, we've completed it far too quickly and we're slamming through. So, I mentioned that before we were sort of a bit slow in doing some of the bits early on with kingdom building. So I think from the sounds of it, the game wants us to make sure we're developing everything, you know, clearing everything. So I'm going to guess the next quest is going to be a bit of a doozy. So we've got lots of time. Now we do know there are a lot of missions back at the castle that took a couple of weeks, so we're going to make sure we do them because we have lots of time. I just want to make sure we don't waste the time this couple of episodes, but it's going to be a while. So we need to talk to Boken, because how would you like to be my court alchemist? A court alchemist? Me? That'll be a first. Lovely, so he's come to join me. I don't think there was anyone else to talk to here. So build a workshop, so that will be what we'll do when we go back to the kingdom.
No stopping now.
Valerie obviously last episode got through her duel and has left her face scarred. Which I think is a nice bit of oh, dagger. A nice I'm trying to think of what the word is. Words are hard. A nice thing to add, a nice flavour, that's the word. A nice bit of flavour to add to the game. Because obviously that's just a side quest, it's not a main quest. So there'll be some people that don't even see it. So we've never been here. I believe that's where our keep is. So have we travelled to all these places? We've visited. So let's go down here. Because then we might be able to build Boken's alchemy centre place. Pretty sure this is a second fort. So yeah, so the next episodes is basically going to be cleaning up. Maybe get a level up, that would be nice. I'm sure this is our place. Yes, lovely. I got a trader. I don't think we've got much to trade. No. Oh, we can see what he's got, I suppose. I've only got 4,000, so it's not like I've got tons to spare. Nah, it's just travelling supplies he's got. Fair enough. Always good to have a trader anyway. Where is our, like, main house? Is that just a random house? Into the house. Priest. And we do need to get the other regent. Guard. Why's he got a blue dot next to him? You can't talk to him anyway. Can I not kingdom manage while I'm here? Or is it just me because I'm shooting through too much? Just looks like it's a very small little village. I didn't know if I could actually manage it while I was here. Unless it's not the place where I'm thinking that it is. What's in here? Nothing. Well, that was a nice little thing. Area exit. Okay, well at least we can say we've been here, I suppose, but it doesn't really look like we can do any of our kingdom stuff here, which, that's fine, that's fine. Just would have thought there would have been a place, but I suppose you do that in your main castle, and so I understand the logic of it. Sort of. So yeah, no, hope everyone is okay. I'm tempted to clear a few more areas this episode before going back to the kingdom. And we've got this quest over here that is the DLC. I keep pointing that out, mainly so I don't forget it. Should we go to the Old Oak? Actually, no, we'll go to the waterlogged lowland because it's right there. Did we not? Place sounds familiar. Have we not done this? Oh, whoa, no, we haven't. We walked across the hearth for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns we discovered a verdant lowland, with several near-about springs steaming down behind another hillside. And then, in the distance, in the centre of the lowland, among the bush, there stood a single dry tree. A true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw clawing at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dry humps. They were piled about the height of a man, and scattered around in abundance. We need to explore. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heath grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps, and learned they were no mere humps but dugout dwellings. Interesting, so this is where the hobbits live. We moved with great care towards the centre of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. Do we not check who was living there? On the way towards the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. We examined the surroundings. Is this the bit? Oh no, this is the bit that's added, isn't it? Yep. Inside the dugouts were frosty and darker than holes. They were filled with absolute desolation. There were no windows in these small mud walls, no furniture or other homely items except the odd piece of tattered wicker. My nan used to love wicker, like wicker everything, wicker handbags, but like every chest of drawer was made of wicker, every cupboard. Like, it was crazy. Like, there'd be a box in the corner that was a wicker box. But every dwelling had... This might be my nan. Dun dun dun. But don't tell her I said that. But every dwelling had a large hollow dug right in the centre of the dirt floor, like a fire pit. But taking up some of the greater part of the space, they were filled with standing water and reeked beyond description. Standing one behind another, tied a rope, we continued on our journey. Sounds success. We lost a rope, but we walked slowly, carefully, choosing our way, keeping to drier grounds as much. I love keeping drier ground, and we're all up to like our waists and whatnot. But the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were fair enough, wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows filled among the bottom. We often stumbled and lost our balance, but our trusty rope and the aid of our friends saved us from being lost in the bog. That's a nice... They're like toad people? Or just rocks? No, toad people. So the bog gurgled hungrily after us. Wobble wobble. But we didn't look back. We finally made it to solid ground, and a place of sorts rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made of mud like the rest, but decorated with pebbles and stones, bones, cattail spikes and snail shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. In its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figures. Oh, okay. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far from the centre of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its ends, that tall dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing. Yeah, we have a look at the clay figures. Success. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears or chins, ugly long legs, unnaturally bent. These sculptures could have been only the work of boggards. I hate them. Primitive, cruel boggard tribes have inhabited the swamps since the olden days. Okay. We peeked inside the hut. Oh, got some items. Oh, they'll end up being cursed or something. Ugh. Palace was twice the height as the other huts. Entrance was... So we found equipment decorating the walls, so we nicked them. Yeah, push forward. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood was once lifted. Whee! The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. I'd learned one thing to, like, if you tell if something's poisonous, like if you're in the wild with berries, if you don't put it in your mouth, but your bottom lip, if you pull your bottom lip up and put it, like, a little bit of the berry, if you put it along your bottom lip, just a little bit, apparently, I don't know how true this is, I could Google it, but I'll let you guys do it. Apparently, if it stings your bottom lip, that's how you know if it's poisonous or not. I don't know where I found that useless information, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't sound right. If it doesn't sound right, I don't know why I'm sharing it, but still. The thought was there. Okay, but then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a large shout. Amari, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green, filling the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing. There's no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. What's our mobility like? Plus 14? Yeah, I think we're going to do... Because we only get plus 4 to strength. We get a plus 14 to mobility. So we ran forward. Success! As any experienced traveller can tell you, sometimes you walk and sometimes you run. The branches snatched at our backpacks and clothes, and the sprouts tangled at our feet. We slipped their grasp. We were too quick. Oh, that's an odd looking tree. Finally, after what seemed an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut into its trunk. A huge horned, three-eyed toad with its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp tooth with several dangling tongues. Deep brown stretches oozed from the corners of its mouth. What's our religion check? Ooh, let's try. Lovely, another success. At this point, we're going to succeed a lot of them because we're getting so much more. Like I said, we're getting like plus 11 added onto any dice throws. So it's really going to be like the chance of us failing these are going to be really low, especially ones like this that are earlier in the game. So naturally a bit easier to pass. There is no doubt master of the great swamp in the demon abyss. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a large bright blue dragonfly came out of the hollow tree and sat on the very tip of our noses. It was so remarkably strange it didn't react to our movements and seemed quite content where it was. Oh my god. Chaotic evil. Suddenly Tazastical grabbed the dragonfly and held it in front of his mouth. Oh dear gods, did he just... Oh Jesus, that is chaotic evil, isn't it? The idol reeked of evil to say the least. Yeah, we haven't gone totally bad yet. So I think it's drew our swords and slashed at the wooden face. And from it oozed black sticky blood. Jeez. With a great clap of thunder and a thick fog arose from nowhere. The birds screamed furiously. More thunder soon followed, and with each strike the sky grew darker and darker. Soon we wouldn't be able to see the sun through the fog. The air shuddered again. But was it still thunder, or the creaky voice of a monstrous toad? Still our iron blades dug deep into the blood-soaked wood, and at last the idol was smashed into splinters. The fog cleared away and silence descended. Suddenly we realised that every frog in the swamp had gone quiet. We turned almost with a sigh of relief and saw that the flesh-eating bush had withered away. Satisfied with a job well done, we returned to where we'd come. Is that a job well done? I'm not really sure. Right, I think we're going to go to the old oak, because we still got a fair amount of time to be doing stuff. It didn't take us... Oh, the path is unknown. We need to come here. Take me down to the old oak city. We'll fight. We haven't had a good fight yet. I think we are cursed. I think I saw the image for it on one of the people. -2 to Constitution.
Be on guard. Confide in me.
Have we got anything that will remove a curse? I don't actually know if we bought it. Hopefully then. Oh, well, we've got 2. So, because it's Constitution, I don't really want that on my tank. So, you can come off. And I suppose you can come off as well. Lovely jubbly. I thought we were one person down though.
No stopping now.
Drop a little save, because you never know what we might be running into. Looks like some fun skeletons. Although to be fair, where they've positioned us, it's quite nice, because at least we can't get like attacked from behind.
How may I help?
Right, let's show them some skeletons of our own. Don't know how many are here, so it gives us a good look. And then our backline can do what... I hate that you can do that. Just bless us then, I suppose. Dog, you can run in, because at this point, what's the point of pretending to care about you? I imagine there's more than just them. Wow. I almost felt sorry for them, how quickly I cut them down. I don't know, these didn't seem like leveled up to our level. Leveled up to our level? Like some games, like with encounters like this, they always like spawn the enemies to your level. But I think we can like safely say that definitely wasn't the case. But then you don't know, we could have just had, I didn't really check the dice rolls, which I should do more often. Because we could have just had like insane dice rolls. Right, the old oak, there it is. Because we have 100 and, what is it, 34 days to kill. Is that a flashback to like, however many episodes ago that I was saying, oh, I need to stop resting because time is going quick and blah blah blah, and turns out we were fine. Awesome. Weird way to get there. Okay, we will have a rest. And you got to remember, we're all getting XP during this time as well, which is always nice.
Holds a healing light, in the other, a killing sword.
I know you are good with your little sword, and you don't run away in a fight. But after a battle, you always have that face like you just swallowed a hedgehog. What's the point of fighting if you don't enjoy it?
Amari being as positive as ever. Now I cannot, for the love of me, remember what's in the old oak. But we're going to find out together. You're going to hold my hand. You're going to lead the way. Yeah, I'm blaming you guys. Always blame the viewers. It doesn't look like the biggest map in the world. Always drop a little save. Really excited to see what they do for like the next Pathfinder game though. Because unless, obviously, no one knows what's going to happen with COVID and everything.
No stopping now.
But hopefully that doesn't delay it and whatnot. I know that sounds really like selfish, but it's a troll. Let's get a few little buffs. I don't know how tough this troll is going to be. Can we view it? What's the AC? The AC is only 26. Should be able to do it. AC's armor class, just in case you didn't know that. And yeah, you can click this arrow here to expect. So when you click on enemies, obviously you still tell them to attack. No, I think you just hover over. Hover over, then if you're aware of the details, I believe you have to have fought them before, or something like that, I don't know. Because sometimes it doesn't tell you, but it gives you all the information on the right hand side, which is really cool. I don't think we need to buff much more than Bless and whatnot. Yeah, no, look, we're doing it. It helps that obviously he has that acid bow. Yeah, we cut him down. Looks like a strength belt. That's cool. Probably just as well we didn't run this way before. To get a light crossbow, so let's have a look what that is. It's just light crossbow plus 1. Probably give that to our guy, not that we're really using it. Giant strength, so it's strength plus 2. You've got might, so you definitely don't need it. You don't need it. And that's the same, isn't it? Nope. Amari's is much better. And yeah. Okay, so for stuff like that, I really should have just started the game and just put in all rare items in the chest, the bank. Reminds me of a bank, because you just put all your stuff in it, like when you used to play like RuneScape back in the day. Right, there's quite a few of them. I would like to rage and throw a bomb. Oh, we'll just cut through them too quick. Where's the dog going? The dog was going for a walk, well and truly. Bang, look at that. So I'm saying this is like mid-game, and mid-game in this game, it's a lot of games, is beautiful. It feels really nice. Cool. Yeah, mid-game is just sexy. Because, you know, you're hitting, and I think when you come up against something that's tough, it doesn't feel like it's just scumming you, if you know what I mean. I don't even think I was clicked on the dog. Don't blame me. Well, that was a fun map to clear. But it's another map cleared at the end of the day. And I imagine how difficult that fight would have been at a lower level. The fact that it's just there on its own. That would mess you up. Powerful magic hides in these ancient ruins. Well, like I said, we've still got 135 days. Like, we are in no rush, so I'm just going to keep clearing. We're getting levels at the same time. So we could even hit, if we could hit level 8 before the next event, that would be huge. Right, we're going to tell everyone to stop. And what we're going to do is rush that one, but I want the dog to stay there just in case, because no, stay there please. Because the game is good at chucking stuff at your back line. So we'll just hang the dog back. I'm not too worried about these, because in the old Sycamore they were pretty easy to kill. It doesn't look like there's any difference here. So cool, continue forth. I suppose this is the only thing, like, when you don't clear, when you're clearing the earlier levels later, it sort of gets a bit like this, where we're just cutting down the competition, where, hey, we had our struggles early on, so I'm okay with having a bit of like downtime to get some killing on. I got my killing shoes on and I'm struggling. I know, I should release an album. I hear you guys in the comments. Explore the dungeon. What is this? Whoa, there's a dragon here. Silver dragons are friendly. No, it's not that one. Unlock a new... No, that's not us. I was trying to find where the quest is, but I'm up for finding a silver dragon if you guys are. Something to remember, and what I was just thinking about as I quickly nipped to the loo, but the power of editing was too great to show that off. Like, you'd think I never have went. Is we fought a dragon in... Make sure there's no traps here. We fought a dragon in that map over the bridge. Spend a night here. Oh, this looks like it used to be a camp. Yeah, we fought that dragon, so this is going to be very interesting. Because if this dragon smashes me, I'm pretty sure all them cold iron weapons... Doesn't look like there's any loot though. It just says spend the night here. Yeah, okay. We had that before, and that in the old Sycamore, they had a place like that, spend the night. And then a wraith comes and kills you. That person looks alive. Nope, that's a skeleton. The obelisk is covered with the names of long-forgotten heroes. A very pretty map. So if this dragon smashes us, I wonder if we have to have honest guy. I bet he's not honest. if a game calls like someone honest guy. Wait, what was that? Well, I did not see that. I did not see that at all. No, he wasn't there, surely. Anyway, if he cuts me down, way down, he cuts me down, I reckon we need cold iron weapons to kill dragons, otherwise I don't reckon we can kill him. Right, let's talk to honest guy. Honest guy. Oh, he looks like he's a traveller. A tall, bulky fellow with a shaved head studies you closely, paying special attention to your equipment and grins. Hello, my friend. Do you want to look your finest? I have the best wares and the finest prices and all the depth. Who are you? I'm an honest guy. I stand here honestly and welcoming heroes and seeing them off to their feat of glories. I honestly collect the gear from their breathless corpses and honestly sell it to them. Jesus! Yeah, does the dragon allow your pillaging? What could he have a problem with? I'm betraying no one. I attack no one. I just pick up things that belong to no one and find them new owners. Perfectly honest, isn't it? And besides, that scaly worm would be so bored without me. He never has anyone to talk to. You freely and calmly admit to your pillaging corpses. Forgive me for my scepticism, but do you really never do that yourselves? Yeah, fair enough. You've never taken anything from an enemy you've killed or a dead body you've found? Yeah, it's hard. Fine, forget I asked. As you wish. So are you buying anything? Fair trade is my principle. Let's look at your wares. Jeez. Boy be packing. Boy be packing. I wanted intelligence. Why did I want intelligence? Not for you. Not was it for you? There was some reason why I wanted intelligence. She's not even holding her sword. I think it was you.
I'm good, thanks.
Because I think he could do with intelligence or dex, but we'll leave that. Padded armor +2, cloak of resistance +2, that's pretty good. Because what do you have? You have cloak of resistance +1. Wand of false, wand of haste, that could be really, really good. Haste is an awesome. So they move quickly, act more quickly than normal. When making a full attack, a hasted creature may make 1 extra attack. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. As you can see, I'm making sure I keep equipped and everything. We're just going into everything super prepared. Because that's the one downside to my Let's Play. I think at the moment it's getting used to obviously micromanage all the items, the wands. So we saved that there. I think we will go talk to the dragon. It looks like a very beautiful area. Alright, let's have a chat, I guess. The silver dragon stares at you for a long time, unblinking. Maybe it's just a trick of the light. But you think you see a heavy mercury teardrop roll from its pearly eye. You have answered my call, Protector of Gorgon. I will have you know, no one has ever returned from these caves alive. Many heroes before you have sacrificed their life to bring victory one step closer. I have not forgotten their feats, nor will I forget yours. What feat do you expect from me? An egg laid by the abominable Reverger has cursed this dungeon for thousands of years. The larva of the beast will destroy half the river kingdom if it hatches. The shell that surrounds it is a labyrinth of darkness and madness, inhabited by thousands of its former victims. Hundreds of heroes perished as they sought a way through it. But now I know where the egg is, and the path to it is almost clear. Almost. What blocks the way to the monsters? Oh. That's the saddest and scariest part. The spawn of the beast feeds on nightmares, and its very shell is made of madness. The caves are filled with insanity. It is flooded with them, an ocean of darkness which distorts the very nature of the multiverse. Heroes who approach grow mad, or perish in great suffering. This gives the egg its strength. The monster feeds on their terror and pain. Neither alive or dead, but tormented internally by their worst nightmares. These brave heroes still wander the labyrinth, find and destroy 4 of their strongest, and the power of the beast's madness will grow weaker. Then I'll be able to crack open the shell. We must destroy the monster before it hatches and grows strong. The fallen priestess, the weary traveller, the wicked chanter, the captor and his horrifying slave. Deliver them into peace, and the path to the enemy will be opened. Why don't you kill these for yourself? The dragon bodies shudders. It would seem the thought of what hides in the depths can chill the soul of even a mighty dragon. Because I think silver dragons, aren't they the most intelligent? The egg is surrounded by an ever-shifting labyrinth of insanity and darkness. This insanity which the lava admits is capable of subduing even the most valiant heroes. I have ventured down before, and it was only by a miracle that I slipped the fate that ensnared so many other brave heroes. If I tried to vanquish it alone, then sooner or later it would devour me, drink my soul, and add me to the horde of nightmares that guard it. Who would be able to destroy me then? Thus I continue summoning heroes to this place. Many of those who answered my call turn their backs and return to their lives once they've discovered how slim their chances of victory, and I do not blame them. But my vigil is nearing its end. The hour of the last battle with the monsters draw near. If you can manage to weaken its shell, I can crack it and we'll finish this together. I see. Can I rest here? Of course, my table is set for everyone. Eat and rest as much as you like. Down below in the darkness, you will have to be at your best. I need supplies? Of course, but forgive me, my treasures are not endless. I cannot provide you with free supplies. If you require the aid of a priest, select a scroll and I will read it for you, but be careful. Down in the labyrinth you're on your own. Do not go into the depths without a servant to the higher forces in your pie. Oh, what has he got? Okay, nothing too sexy. Okay. So it looks like actually there's no trick to spend here the night, although why is there a skeleton there though? Right, we are going to spend the night. Okay. We're going to go on the dragon's mission? What did it mean by take someone with the highest order? It appears to have been a powerful artifact, but its magic has long since dissipated. Okay, I guess we go in. Are you nervous? I'm a bit nervous now. I thought we were just clearing areas and like going back to the kingdom, making daisy chains and skipping. Are we going to get poisoned in here? I'm going to drop a save. So it's interesting to say the least. Okay. Just about to say, very anticlimactic. I can't even find a door. Okay. I am very curious. I love the effects. Okay, drop a save. I love that you can even hear like your character's footsteps on the floor. Or where at? Oh, have we got? We haven't got anything like see invisibility or anything, have we? No, because they're going to go invisible basically and wreck our lives. I'll make my own legend. Skill, spell books. What's glitter dust? causing creatures to become blinded. Well, here, a cloud of golden particles covers everyone and everything in the area, causing creatures to become blinded and visibly outlining invisibility things. So do they technically then still? I've still got the negative level.
She seemed disappointed.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to use. Where is Glitter Dusk? Oh, it's a very small. Oh, we're gonna get wrecked. Okay, let's buff Constitution. I want you to do Constitution as well because you are gonna get enlarge Amari. I suppose you can do Dex. You do True Strike. Everyone's getting the buffs, as you can see. Get a shield on yourself. Nothing more I can do for you. Nothing more I can do for you. Got Cat's Grace. We can put that on our Ranger. To make our Ranger even stronger. There we go. We didn't cast an large on Amari. I must have clicked off of it. I forget it takes quite a while to use that spell sometimes. And we use True Strike on Amari. Right, there we go. We are going to drop a save because this could be bumpy. And this is going to be extremely bumpy. So let's push ourselves into the doorway. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to drop a save because this is us buffed to the eyeballs, steroided up. Alright, I don't want anyone to move, so hold. Tempted to drop a firebomb. Just to see what's... Actually... Where's cast Invisibility?
Follow me.
A rat swarm, okay. I thought if we do a little bit of scouting. So, obviously I reckon the rat swarm is going to be harder than what it looks. Okay. The rat swarm was way over there, wasn't it? So if I cast this here... Perfect. It's interesting it's actually affecting all that. And then I am going to chuck a fireball at him and then run back. And then, yeah, run back. Well, that did no damage. But there's a lot of rat swarms. What I should have done is got the skeletons up. That's my fault. No, get the wizard back. Oh, as if he... Oh. Don't panic, don't panic. Send the dog forward. Oh, he's already gone down. Okay. There's a lot of rat swarms though. So what I want our team to do is just get back behind the skeletons. And then we're gonna... I don't want anyone to move. I don't want anyone to move. The dog go and just stall them. And we're gonna get a fireball and see what it does to these. Oh no, they're not as bad as what I thought they were going to be, because I wondered if they were going to be like the swarms when we were picking them spider berries or whatnot. That didn't seem too bad. And the were-rat went down like fairly easy. Okay. can hear the rats squeaking. I hate rats. I hate spiders more, but I used to work at I say I used to. We needed money one summer holiday when I was at uni, and I worked at a scrap metal place. I was, what were they called? I can't even think what they were called, but basically, Earthbreaker, only 10. I'll take that because it's a gem. A picker, that was it. So basically I stood next to a conveyor belt, and you had like chutes down below, so I was like 1 floor up, and there were like 4 chutes, and you'd be like either side of the I keep losing. It's because I keep hearing the rats and what. It keeps throwing me off. Apologies. The conveyor belt, and then you'd literally, good wood goes down one side, bad wood down the other side. So bad wood would be like wood with paint on it, that sort of stuff. And then bricks down a chute if you were anyway. The problem is obviously it was just a trash pile that was getting like craned onto here. So the amount of rats that would come down the conveyor belt, like, not always alive, it was just... Don't get me wrong, it was money for old rope. Alpha Wolf.
I found something interesting.
You know, it was money for not really much work to just sort of stand there. Obviously the conditions were grim. I did it in the summer, which is the only nice thing. Right, just make sure we're getting down Glitter Dusk. Is it called Glitter Dust? Yeah. Because actually us not getting that down is just going to be a bit grim. I don't want to use all our stuff straight away. There we go. But we can see them, that's fine. I want to get a fireball on all 3 of them. Perfect. That's what we want. So that were rat, while they're dropping quite easily, I know for a fact, let's get you raging. I know that because they're invisible, then they get sneak attack, which is like double damage and stuff, so you have to make sure you're getting rid of them. Because even if they're low level, which so far we've, you know, come through here fairly easy, but even if they're low level, you know, if they hit a critical and get, let's say, 20 off, well now because it's sneak attack, you're getting a 40 off.
That was easy.
But so far so good. The dragon still could be tricking us. Because if he's offering people to help, then why is he letting an honest guy loot everyone? Is it a deal between them? Like he sells it, gives dragon gold? But... yeah. It's hard to tell. You always, you know, prepare for the... what is it? Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Anyway, I think that's it for this episode, because actually we've been going for a very, very long time. If you got to this point in the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. Thanks again for all your support. Let's get, you know, I feel like there's always soppy when people do that, but I really, really appreciate it. I'll catch you next time. Bye.